What's up, solid men? Masculinity is under attack. Men are under attack. This is indisputable. I guess I have to say allegedly, because you have to say that, but it's pretty obvious, right? And I want to keep this channel 80 to 90% positive about the good stuff. So you could put the good stuff in your head, but occasionally to both bring people in and to be aware of the threats, we will talk about the problem. So mostly solution, but a little bit of the problem. So you'll see that thumbnail right there, and that is very relevant because the way I see it, you take someone like Harry Styles, and now he's in a dress, he's becoming ultra feminine, he's doing all the things that you're supposed to do, like being a man is bad, this, that, the other, and they use him and get young women attracted to him. And that to me seems to be the repeating strategy, is you get the women interested in something like social media or online dating and then use that to influence the men. Again, I need to say allegedly, but this to me is not even a conspiracy. It's like I could make up a conspiracy, like, oh, the reason it is happening is this, but these are just the facts. That is what is happening, right? Getting these crazy ideas put out there. So let's check out some of those crazy ideas and how to protect yourself against them. So number one is men are being forced in dating to do it through social media and online dating. We're being told basically that any instance where you meet a woman other than like online dating, which if you think about it objectively is the craziest thing that should be the most dangerous for a woman, meeting strangers, is doing bad, right? So, I'm telling you, be careful out there. We want women to be comfortable, but it's like, if you work with a woman, it's wrong to date her. If you are, teaching a class, not like a school class, but if you're teaching a yoga class and you end up dating a woman, that's wrong. If you approach a woman, that's wrong. So it's basically saying anything that involves like a male way of meeting a woman, which would be putting yourself out there, which literally is a positive feedback loop. When you have higher testosterone, you're going to want to go out and do things. You're going to want to approach people and meet them. And when you do that, your testosterone goes up. So active ways of doing things and meeting women, we're being told that they're evil and wrong. Now, again, I'm not extreme here. You have to have social intelligence, but it just becomes so extreme that everything is wrong other than online dating, which crushes men, right? It's just the nature of it is to be sitting there passively and to be treated like a non-person. So it lowers men's confidence and makes you weaker because you're sitting there passively and very few men are getting results, and it kills your confidence. A woman online might have these crazy on paper standards, but if you met her in person, she might simply like you and you date. I've seen that a million times. The women I date, there would be no chance I would have met them in online dating. I wouldn't have even matched with them. But then me dating them, they're really into me and have no interest in the guys that they're matching with. Next is ambition. I believe, again, testosterone, these things are scientific. Testosterone makes you driven. Testosterone, even in the womb, affects your brain. And there's that stereotype like, oh, when there's a problem, a man wants to fix it, a woman wants to be listened to. I'm not going to speak too much on that, but I will say that is like a masculine characteristic, or at least a characteristic men like to have. It's, I want something, and I'm going to take action to get it and push through. And that process produces happiness. But we hear repeatedly over and over, like, success won't make you happy, money doesn't make you happy, and we see all these movies like, being rich is bad. It's funny, I joke about this, where it's like the stereotype is like everyone wants to be successful, but there's the tiny few people who just are pursuing happiness internally. That's not true. Most people say that. It's pretty rare to meet people who are really all in about getting what they want. And that, I believe, women can do it too, but that's a masculine drive that's being neutered. And I will tell you 100%. I have a semi-passive business, online business. I don't work for anybody. At times I can maintain it with little work. It's another YouTube channel which I keep totally separate from this. This one's more of my passion that I do for money. And my having created that business, having built what I want, increased my happiness tenfold. I used to not date at all. When I got a girlfriend who was really cool, when I dated multiple women, it made me way happier. So just wanting something, pushing through and getting it absolutely makes you happier. Being ambitious. And then finally on that other note is this like success is bad. So there's this huge idea put out now. It's basically like anyone who's winning or successful is bad. You see it even on like the level of nations. Like I won't go into details, but there's like a more successful nation that's being attacked by another nation, and then there's people saying, "Oh, the successful nation's at fault because there must be harming people, or rich people are all evil." Like this anti 1%er stuff. The reality is, by the way, that really who's robbing people is like massive companies that don't pay any taxes. It's not the individual 1%er or even 1% of 1%er. So we're being taught that like success equals bad. So anyways, those are some of the problems. Solutions. Being aware of it, right? Don't expose yourself to this nonsense. That's the great thing. Like we have these phones where they're mostly designed, these apps and things, to put garbage into our head. But what if you control it? I got an Instagram because to message girls, they did win. They made me get it, but I don't scroll through it. I don't follow a single freaking person. Books. You can have whatever book you want with you. You could maybe only watch certain YouTube channels like this one or other ones as well. Put the good stuff into your mind. And I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what questions you have.